Hello, my name is Dylan Leniger, and I'm here to introduce to you the Clandestine Survival Initiative. The intent of this is to develop a comprehensive policy platform to take us to the 26th century. Now, the idea of creating a policy framework to get to the year 2500 may seem a bit absurd, but I feel that it is necessary in order to implant a specific and a designed roadmap towards the future so that we can have a more optimistic goal setting. The other reason to offset so far in the future is that the plan borrows money from the future to invest in today so that there is a future and people can survive, hence the Clandestine Survival Initiative. So without requirement for the political buy-in or for bureaucracies or think tanks to do it, since they're not, and I have a bit of a head for this stuff, I've just decided to go ahead and do it. So I vacated my own job and I have decided to make this effort, my effort, full-time. The intent of the Clandestine Survival Initiative is to create this policy roadmap as a piece of ground material for other activists and others who are engaged to then have a way forward. And the reason, again, that I'm mapping it out so far in the future is that we really need to take little pieces of our society and reform them as we move along and as we engage in successes in the other ways. So our current initiatives that we're talking about so pale against the scale of the problem that we're facing that we can't achieve success inside the parameters of the existing broken thing. We have to fix the thing. So it's a system design framework, and in that way, that's how I'll be presenting it, and that's how it's going to come forward. What I'm asking for is, I'm vacating my career and going to spend the remainder of my 42nd year and up through the remainder of my 45th year dedicated towards moving this project forward. And the metrics for that are that people care about survival and they care about the idea of there being future generations. And I don't mean their kids or their grandkids, I mean in the year 2500. We want to exist still and not in some proto-dystopian crazy whatever movie environment. There is the capacity in the tools that we have at our disposal, and knowing that and continuing to see in action is what kind of motivated me to move away from my career as a public servant and civil servant to just come straight into the public spectrum and to take my appeal to you guys directly. And again, that appeal, I would, really appreciate your support towards this initiative. As a quick background, I'm going to try to keep this video under 5 minutes for both time and size. But my background is, I worked in the back of a truck as a kid for many, many years, through, a bit before high school and through high school. And, that was fine, great. I enjoyed doing some hard labor. And when I came back to Ottawa, I worked for a project to put together a magazine. We called it Friction Magazine here in Ottawa. It did pretty well. It was a for youth by youth project, and then I worked in animation and the public service and a couple of odd jobs in between, and I've generally enjoyed that multi-stage career, and that my career has taken me through a different range of industries and an understanding of both private needs and public needs. And that's why I think I'm the right kind of person to be engaged in this. I'm willing, although obviously concerned about the blowback. So please support the Clandestine Survival Initiative. Thank you.